Testing, testing. Oh. Testing. Douglas, you made it. Welcome to the second. I'm gonna wait a little more to see if more people show up at this time. Hopefully, yes. But welcome to the second live stream. Just trying to get the lights a little better. It's a little. I'm gonna do it outside. It's a little dark though, so might rain. We'll see. What part of East Coast are you at, Douglas? I don't have an arm and a leg for much longer. Oh, East Tennessee, cool. I always wanted to go to Nashville. That's on my to-go places. Doug, okay? Got it. Hey, Jared. Yeah, they actually fixed it yesterday. I'm not really sure if it's fixed quite yet. They changed whatever they were supposed to change for the brakes, but it still feels a little weird. It might just be in my head. I have no idea, but I'm gonna drive it a little more. I actually came up to a campground right just to be able to do this live stream and not be bothered by anybody. And there's a few like the road that gets here is a little bit more windy. The brakes felt good, but it still kind of feels like it at the light it kind of sinks a bit. Not as much as it used to, but again, maybe it's only in my head and I have to drive it a little bit. Doug, the last time I was on the East Coast was 2022, I want to say. I went to New York and New Jersey to visit some friends. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, Jared. So the last thing that but it's just really weird that everything would just break to me. It's just, you know, I'm not sure if like one thing takes another thing out. So like the ABS system malfunctioned, I fixed that, but then also the master cylinder went out at the same time. That's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. I was talking to the mechanic about it, and he's like, "Yeah, it doesn't usually happen, but your master cylinder is also bad." So they changed that. They changed all the fluid in the lines, and they changed the lines. They had a little bit of a problem with that, and it works much better, but I still feel it sinking a bit at the stoplight. Again, I'm just gonna drive it a little more and see if it's just me, and it just works fine. That's right. I did make a video on that trip. Very, very true. I made a few. I think I made two videos. They were not the most watched because I wasn't in a van. I flew up there. Yeah, vehicle issues are a pain, but it's still better than paying rent. So I'm not gonna complain too much. Well, there's three of you in here so far. I think there was four. Doesn't I'm still new to this live thing. Some people it shows me that they joined, some people it doesn't. It's super weird. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? I'm my Starlink is a little obstructed. It's on top of the van and it's kind of locked up there. I don't really move it much. It's just flat. So hopefully depends where the satellites are. But if you can hear me well and see me well, that's good. Hey Barb, welcome in. Welcome back, I should say. Yes, you do have crowns. I'm not really sure how YouTube does that, but it's probably because you engage with the channel a lot or with the videos, with the on the comments, which is super cool. Crowns for everybody. Okay. Well, how are you guys? All three of you. Welcome back to my second live stream. Maybe more people join up. I'm not sure. I know a lot of people are still working. It's kind of tough to figure out these hours to see where I can get everybody in, um, because we also have people from East Coast, we have people from West Coast, and then we have people from other countries that watch the channel. I got myself a little non-alcoholic beer. They do a pretty good job with this. This is the IPA version. Figured it's that time of day. I'm actually also gonna make a fire later on. Well, I actually filmed the video today before I am doing this live stream, so I did most of it for on the weekend, and I still have to film the part with campfire, and then it'll be done, and hopefully I get it up Saturday or Sunday. I'm not really sure, and sometimes it's Saturday, sometimes it's Sundays. It really also depends on where I can go upload it, because if I upload from my satellite internet, it just takes all my data and then I have no more data to do these live streams. So I'm trying to like manage the data, and it's not the fastest to upload. So I'd rather go to a coffee shop or another place to go upload these things. Oh, shepherd's pie. That's right, Doug. I'm trying to upload a lot more. I'm trying to set a schedule where I can maybe uh, do a lot more of these videos. It was just been a little bit tough because my brake system wasn't working really well, so I couldn't really go to any places. So in between, I've tried to make some videos work, but now things are changed. So hopefully, I can go to different places. It's also been really hot here in California, and the places that are free that I can go to were like 100 degrees plus, and I rather not. And yeah, it's just starting to cool down a bit, which is where I go travel. If it's super hot, I can't do it. I'd rather just stay by the beach. Yeah, with Starlink, the weirdest thing, I'm sure you guys know if you have it, it works a lot better in remote areas than it works in the city because that's mainly where they focus, or like how they started focusing. Just because those areas just they don't have any connection sometimes, so they're trying to get it to people that actually need it. And then in the city, it's like on the back burner when it comes to speeds, and especially if you're not doing the unlimited thing, I think you're like three behind the main uh, people that have unlimited, and then if you're remote. But who knows? It's different times, different hours, different areas that it works on and off. I'm glad that it works. It's definitely allowed me to go to places that have no signal at all, and it's just awesome to be able to have some sort of signal. Mm. There's commercials popping up. I didn't realize the live streams have commercials. I know I selected something for. Do they like just pop up on the screen? It's getting windy outside. Hopefully, I can still make a fire and don't have the rangers come over and tell me I can't make a. I already bought the firewood. That's happened before, where I bought firewood and then it got super windy and I couldn't make a fire, which is obviously I wouldn't do it. But they came and told me that I can't make a fire, and then there was a ban for like 4 weeks, and I had to like just carry the firewood on the roof rack the whole time because they wouldn't give me a refund on it. However, they were nice enough and told me next time I am able to make a fire, they'll just give me a bundle, which was super nice of them. Huh? Okay. Were you losing me on my last live stream as well because of the commercials? I don't know how to turn that off now since I'm on. Let's see if I can hit edit here. I clicked something. Hopefully it works. Oh. My favorite camping spot. Uh, I have a few. I can't really. I don't really like to give them away, Doug. But I will tell you, there's one by Isabella Lake. There's a place there, but then there's a river that goes right next to it, and it's called like Kern River. It's free camping. You can actually like get in the river, but that area is a little bit too fast. It has too many rapids. You can still dunk your feet in it, and it has areas where you can actually just like get in it. Camping by a river is probably my favorite thing, and it's free. Did I mention that? However, the second time I went, the first time I went, it was great. The second time I went, there's just a lot of trash. People don't clean up these places, and they had trash bins over there, and still, there's just like trash everywhere. I actually stepped in a nail. I had to go to the hospital that day. Actually, I drove back. Like literally, like when I was throwing the trash out, there was like a 2x4 with a nail sticking out. I didn't see it. I stepped right on it, and then I was gonna leave to go back anyway, and I had to go to the urgent care. So yeah, it's nice, but people don't protect it at all. I really want to go camp. Go north a little more. You'll be surprised how different like Northern California is than Southern California. But I kind of want to go to Oregon and camp by a river somewhere in the forest. Even I don't mind the rain, but I would love to be by a river and just relax and chill. Like that's my epic camp spot, like my most favorite. You don't find a lot of that stuff in Southern California. However, I have been some people shared a few spots with me, and they look pretty cool. They have hot springs and stuff. I feel like anything except summer is best camping for me. Yeah, Jared. So they're always, oh man, they're always changing stuff, and it's actually kind of hard to keep up with YouTube's different changes that they make. It seems like they make them every week, and for the most part, it's just to improve and help and all that stuff. So we'll see where it goes. I for the longest time I didn't really want to do the shorts thing, but it's kind of the name of the game, so I do them. And but it's fun because I can get one done. I am actually looking to make the shorts more interesting. uh, that's why you've been seeing more videos. I'm just filming more and coming up with more ideas, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. Hmm. It might be my connection as well. It's not the best right here. I am not under trees, but sometimes the satellites are like really in weird positions. So, and I'm too lazy to go on the roof and like actually unlock this the dish. It's a whole process. I do it if I stay in a place for longer and I need to do it, but otherwise I'm only here for tonight, and I really don't really want to go up there and do this whole thing. Plus, I need to start my inverter because the longer wire requires the inverter to work. This is only 12 volt, and not that my battery is super low, but I'd rather not run my inverter just for Starlink. Doug, the cookbook. Yes, I actually have a few. I've written a few recipes. I have a lot more that I need to do, but I have done it where I kind of want it to be unique in a sense of like made for van lifers. And so do recipes with what you have. I have a lot of things. So I'm not sure how I'm going to integrate that in because not a lot of people have instant pots. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make it feasible for everybody, make it as simple as possible for everybody to be able to cook, not just to buy the book, but to be able to hopefully get inspired by these recipes and try a few things. I made a good lunch today. It's gonna be on the video on the weekend. And I also wanna make every dish and kind of photograph it really well so it looks appetizing. Hey Rick, welcome in. You made it to this one. I agree. A lot of spots with a lot of trees is where I'm at too. Not that I don't like staying by the beach. I like the mountains more. I like the greenery more. And the only thing I don't really like about humid weather and trees and water is that it's very buggy. It's buggy right now, actually, outside. That's so. Basically, I was gonna do this stream outside today because I thought it was a nice day, but just the weather's kind of turned, and then yesterday was showing that it might rain, and it's looking cloudy and a little windy. So you'll never know. It changes very, very often. I would have loved to do this live stream outside, though. It's a really nice campsite. Rick, yeah, I know. I think you mentioned it before that you live out of your Toyota SUV. Cool, man. Right on. Yeah, that's right, Jared, with the CEO from YouTube. It's tricky, man. Yeah, the audience is very different. So the audience for long form videos is different than the audience from the short. However, a lot of people don't have the time to spend 10, 15 minutes to watch a video, where the shorts is kind of, you're sitting in line to get your lunch and people just like get through it. So it's one of those things. And YouTube actually does promote my shorts. And I have gotten subscribers from them. And I bet you the same subscribers that left are probably from shorts and not from the long format. I don't really care how many subscribers I get from shorts because it doesn't really matter to me. But in the recent things that they said on YouTube about shorts is that you're kind of giving people a little bit of a taste of what your channel would be like, and hopefully try to get those people to come and see long format videos. I have both though. I have people that watch both of the content, shorts and long format. I have people that only watch shorts and only watch long format, and I have people that don't watch at all. So it's a mixed bag. Yeah, bears are an important thing to worry about when you're in the woods. I would probably stay away from bear country if I if I can. Yeah, so it's tricky with all the all the content, short format, long format. It it just it's I'm still trying to kind of find my way through both of them. I mean, I've been doing long format for a while, but short format is a little bit newer, or like I've been more consistent lately. And obviously, if I do shorts on YouTube, I'll just toss them on the other platforms as well. I have a feeling Instagram hates me. They don't really promote my stuff. They don't really show my stuff. I could do the dancing, the trends. No, I can't do that. Yeah, people. I mean, sometimes in Yellowstone, I'm not sure if they get too close to the animals, to the wildlife, and all that stuff. Even if they're not grizzly bears and they're like black bears, they're still wild animals. I wouldn't get too close, especially if they have babies and stuff. So who knows how they got too close to the bears and then they get attacked. Ooh, Glacier National Park. That's awesome. That's super cool. Hi, Cindy. Welcome in. It's super weird. The chat is not showing me how many people are in here, or it's very inaccurate because it's showing me there's one person and clearly there's more people in here. Yeah, it's pretty glitchy, I should say. Hmm. Yeah, mine says 0 right now. Cindy, I actually don't use any of the apps to find camp spots. I actually use Google Maps. I have tried to use the other ones, and I didn't have much luck, and then I stopped using it. Um, I mean, a lot of the times they were closed already, or they were like they had signs saying that no camping, and I'm pretty sure is because once somebody marks it, then it gets over people just come down, there's a bunch of people, and then it ruins the spot. That's the biggest reason why I actually don't really show the spots that I camp at. But yeah, Google Maps, if you're like close in, you kind of have an idea where national forest or US forest or BLM land is, you could probably find stuff. And especially if it's from satellite view, you can kind of see cars camping and stuff. Yeah, Thanks for showing up, Jared, and thanks for helping me with car knowledge. Let's see, Cindy. I put in, yeah, I put BLM camping. I mean, I'll just go into an area. I'll scroll into an area and just put camping or free camping, or I play with the words. Thanks, Jared. Much appreciated, man. It's awesome that we have a community that can help each other out. Yeah, BLM free, Bureau of Land Management, obviously. Um, there's areas that have a lot. There's areas that don't have a lot. Usually, if it's populated areas, they don't have that many. They'll just have regular campgrounds, in my experience. But because otherwise it'll be just like overrun with people. I usually like to go to Joshua Tree. They have one south of the park. They have one on the north of the park. I really like the one south of the park. Um, it's not as much trash as the other one. I mean, it's still, yeah. Some people just leave their trash behind. Um, what I like about Joshua Tree is that there's no windy roads. It's just highway driving all the way there. But on the way there, you pass this area where they have the windmills, and it could get super windy when you're driving. First time I went, I was like, "Oh man, that looks amazing! Let me take some photos." And as soon as I get to the area, I got like hit by a crosswind. I was like, "Holy crap!" I almost changed lanes without wanting to change lanes. And at some point, I'm holding on to the steering wheel, and it's still going like I'm turning the steering wheel, and it's still going straight. That's how heavy the winds were. But once I go past that, then it's fine. And again, it's just highway driving, super easy to get to. It's from where I'm at, it's a few hours, like 3, I think, but it's worth it. If not, if I need to get closer, I'll just go into 2 hours away national forest, like Angels National Forest, or I have a few spots there which I found on Google Maps. Just on in California, in that area, in San Bernardino, they have these things called the yellow post sites. So if you type that into Google Maps, it'll pop up. It'll show you. But Big Bear area has some. I just don't really like to go up there because there's a lot of windy roads, and a lot of people that drive those streets daily they probably go to work and back, and they're always on my ass because they're very familiar with the roads. I'm not. So I'm like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, we're gonna we're gonna tip over. And they're just like right on my ass. Just move over, Stefan. Yeah, for free land in California, I feel like you have to go in the desert or inland for sure. Like I said, though, a lot of the national, like the San Bernardino has it's U.S. Forest Service there. Um, trying to think about the area. But yeah, some of those places don't really have signal, like cell signal, and hence why I got satellite internet. What's EARP? Flew right over my head. It is finally cooling off over here. It's like 5 o'clock. Whew, it was hot today. Got around like 90 degrees, or it felt like it was 90 degrees. But at least it's not humid, so that helps out. Where do you guys like to go camp? You don't have to tell me specific spots. I also like to find spots where I can go hike. If I can go hike somewhere and it's great view is a plus, but some hike is I prefer that a lot. All right, ads are off. Hopefully, it doesn't kick you off anymore. Holiday videos like Christmas and stuff. I haven't. I usually spend those with family, so I don't see a point where I'm not in my van. I just go to my parents' house and family shows up and we have a good time. Thanksgiving, but but that might be different this year because I am. If they're doing it in Joshua Tree, there's a thing called Vansgiving that I heard of, and I might attend that. I'm just gonna see if they're gonna have it. Actually, have I should probably start looking into that because a lot of van lifers go there, and supposedly it's super fun. Everybody brings whatever food they can. I obviously don't eat meat, but I'll bring something. Potatoes. No, everybody's probably gonna bring potatoes. Barb, I took all the ad. Hopefully, I took all the ads off. Hi, welcome. What's your first name? C Otter. I think I asked you last time and I forgot. Sorry. Yeah, so one of the reasons, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but this may be my last year in California, and the biggest reason is that sometimes it's really hard to find free camping spots, and even if I do, I don't really enjoy them all that much. I mean, there's a desert, and some of the U.S. Forest Services have camping spots. Still not a lot, and when they do, some of the U.S. Forest Services, they only have a few spots. So if they're taken, you're well out of luck. And it's happened before where I travel all the way and there's no way of knowing. The only thing I can do is call ahead and ask, make sure that they're not closed off, because sometimes they close them off if the fire risks are too high or it's too muddy and people get stuck. So they don't really like to come and unstuck people, get people unstuck. Okay. Otter. Otter? Otter? Okay. I'm still probably mispronouncing it. Okay. Rick, yeah, I self camp quite a bit actually. I made some videos about that, recent videos. Yeah, well, lately, because during the summer I need to stay by the beach where it's cooler. I definitely have been stealth camping a lot, and also because I had a brake system problem with the van. I kind of needed to be close to the shop, and the shop, I have to make an appointment for something like that. I can't just go the same day and fix it. You know, they have like a week in advance, and I had to go like 4 times for them to be able to, even because they diagnosed it, the problem. Then, when they were trying to order the part, it wouldn't come the same day, and then they wouldn't be able to fit me in for another week, and it's a whole ordeal. But yeah, I've still camped a lot by the beach. I try not to stay with close to other campers, because it's just, obviously doesn't look very good. But yeah, I have a few spots. I have a few cities actually, one next to the other, and I stealth camp there. But I really go at night. Yeah, so I stay during the day somewhere, then I kind of know where I'm gonna go at night, and I'm aware of all the signs like street sweeping and stuff like that, or God knows what other signs. I have a few spots where I can stay, and it's a lot cooler. That's mainly why I still camp, because it's cooler. Otherwise, I'll just go in the desert and stay for days and not worry about it. Just pack the van with a bunch of food. Thanks for stopping by. Showing me that my connection is unstable. No. Okay, the message disappeared. Rick, yeah. So stealth camping, I used to do a lot more. The same thing. I didn't really want to pay for campgrounds. I kind of do both now, and my preferred way is to go on BLM land and not, like free land, and don't have to worry about stealth camping where you have to be like very careful, and then also don't have to pay for a campground. I used to not like campgrounds for a few amount of reasons, and then most of them were because they're too close together. And if I go camping, I kind of want my privacy, and I didn't want to pay the money. but sometimes it's nice to camp somewhere where you don't have to worry about getting bothered by the police or anything like that, or people walking by and like hearing you in there. And it's just like a peace of mind where I can sleep really well. Not that I don't sleep well on the streets, because I do. I um, I do both. I think lately I've been doing more stealth camping because of the car issues. But from here on, I am probably gonna try to go on BLM land or free camping and camp out there. I think I did make a video about the reasons why I actually pay for camping here, and this camp spot right here or this campground right here is actually pretty close. It's like 10 minutes away from the beach, or like maybe 15 minutes away. It's 20 bucks a night, which can add up if you stay more nights. But the amount of money that I would spend for gas to go to the free sites, like drive 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes, and then all the gas and then mileage on the car, I would actually spend more money to go up there unless I stay for longer. If I stay there for like 5 days, then it's worth it. If I stay for 2 days, not much. It's not much worth it, because I'm probably gonna pay more money for gas to get up there and back than just come up here in like 10, 15 minutes and grab a spot here. Good night, Doug. Well, we're probably gonna end this in a little bit, because I'm still figuring out what hours of the day to do this to, like, get people in. Trying to get everybody West Coast, East Coast, and we'll get it where I can get more people there. I do enjoy them, so I'm definitely gonna make some more. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a live chat every week. We'll see. It all depends on how busy I get to actually filming the videos and going places and all the fun stuff that the van life has in store. But so far, it seems like a lot of people at night or at this time, they can't stay too long, which is fine. I'm okay with an hour or half an hour. It all depends. See you, see you later, Rick. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think at like 5:30 time, I'm probably gonna end this. We'll see. Just gonna go make that campfire, film that for the weekend video, and enjoy my the rest of the night. It's cooled down a bit, so it's gonna be awesome. I haven't made a campfire in a little bit. Any questions you have? Let me have them. Well, for the people that are still around, let me take you around and show the camp spot that I have here. Taking the whole computer. Hopefully, it's not too far from the satellite internet. so I don't lose you. It's a really nice area back there. You can I have a really nice view, and there's usually wildlife that I can see, and then camp table and the fire pit that I'm gonna be doing campfire pretty soon. And that's it. This is a wilderness park, which is nice, except the bugs. And it's not super full. I do have a neighbor, but other than that, that's a camp spot that nobody is staying at. And yeah, it's pretty empty. I like that. Maybe we'll just sit out here for a little bit. Uh, if it does get windy, I'll go inside because it ruins the microphone. And you won't be able to hear anything. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. All right, I'm gonna actually say good night as well, since everybody's leaving, and have a great night. We'll see you guys next time. See ya.